My name is Joan Patterson Sudruth,
Arthur V. Farmer,
Pat Miller,
Nancy Triplett,
and I am 84.
87
81
years old.
I have to stop and think.
What did you do for a living?
I was a registered nurse
Oh, wow. And how long did you do that for?
for 60 years.
Wow. You loved what you did?
I loved it. I just only wish that I could live it over to learn all this modern stuff that's going on in the medical field.
Started in high school as an usher at a Paramount Theater in Charlottesville, Virginia. And then I went into service, and after service, I dropped by the theater one day, and they said, "Would you like to be in the theater business?" I said, "Maybe yes." Well, they sent me to Burlington, North Carolina.
I owned quite a few businesses. I had Cody's Marketplace, and I'm just talking about down here, Cody's Scrubs, and one other place, and that was so far back that I don't remember the name of it. That's about it.
What did you do after that? Did you work a regular job, or you just only own businesses?
No, then I got sick with the COPD real bad, and I couldn't really work.
Wow.
Well, the first job I had was babysitting. Then I went to work at Valdez Manufacturing and Textiles. Then my kids came along and they started school, so I started volunteering and substituting in schools. And then I went to work at the Bluebell. And after that, I went to work in furniture.
What is the proudest moment of your life so far?
When I received Jesus Christ as my personal Savior was my lovable moment.
When was that?
It was in my living room at my house. I cannot remember what year it was.
Would have to be my two girls. I take joy in my two daughters, Allison and Lisa. And they've been everything you could dream. I never had no bad phone calls. I never had to go, they was there for their daddy and mama, and are still.
I met a guy in New York, and we both had one child by each marriage, and we decided that we were going to live together, but we weren't going to have any more children. So that we've been together 30 years now.
Wow.
So that was a good thing.
And you guys got married?
Nope,
So meeting your life.
we don't have to get married. You know.
What has been the saddest moment?
When I lost my mother, that was in 2000.
How did she, if you don't mind me asking, how did she pass?
She had lung disease. She was 87 years old, and she was kind of worn out. So that was a trying time.
I love my daddy, and I love my mama. But when I needed help, it was mama. And most times in any child's life, it's mama. So losing my mama, she lived to be 90-some too. But my daddy was a hard worker. He worked. I remember when he worked for 25 cents an hour, and I had good parents.
I had a lot of sad moments because my mother was an alcoholic.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it wasn't my fault,
Yeah.
you know. But that was about the saddest moment in my
Just
life.
seeing her go through all those struggles.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess when I lost my baby and my husband.
I'm sorry. When was that?
My husband died 10 years ago.
And you guys were together for how long?
53.
And then you say baby, you had a miscarriage?
I carried him and he was born dead.
Do you have any regrets?
I wish I could turn back the clock to learn more about nursing. Because back in the late 60s, they didn't have this high-tech stuff and all the things that you learn now. But if I could turn back the time and learn all that stuff, I would be more grateful.
I've been to a lot of places, me and my wife, and I always wanted to go to Australia It's one place I didn't get to. Europe, I went to a lot of places, but in life, all of my dreams have been answered. So it's hard
To regret it when you've done so much. With
so
it.
much. And I've did a lot of laughing. I love to laugh. And there are some times today, though, I can go outside and scream, but then it's over.
Wish I had paid more attention to people in the family, you know, got to know people in the family better, more things about them. Because now I think I would like to know something or who somebody was better, and I've got nobody to ask.
Going back to the relationship with time, when you were younger, did you think like there was infinite amount of time left?
Nah.
So you always kind of had it in the back of your
I
head.
had it back in my head, but I knew, oh, I'm not going to die young. I mean, that's the way you think about it when you're young. I'm just going to live my life. I'm not going to die young. And that's just a concept.
And what is that mindset like now? That you're older.
Now, the older I say, I'm here today and I can be gone today.
So it's kind of like that mindset of like, hey, like this is what it is.
That's right.
But you still take every moment you get for granted.
Yep. And be thankful. I'm more thankful now than I was younger.
What do you think that is? What do you-
Age,
Age, just mindset.
mindset.
When my husband died, this woman told me that if anybody come and told me to go somewhere, she said, you go, you don't stay at home. And I have a friend that she drives it, says, get in the car and I go.
So you had a support system around you.
I did. My
How-
church,
How important was that?
very.
Did you ever think that technology would be where it is today?
No, I didn't even think that far in advance.
Really? And things just kind of happened?
Well, it just kind of happened. Like heart transplants, kidney transplants.
It really just seemed like it was never possible?
I never gave it a thought.
Really?
I never thought the doctors would be able to take out a hip socket and put in an artificial one and you go on and walk and be all right. I never thought that.
That's where going to school would have helped me because it's over my head. I'll be honest, I have an iPhone today because my girls think I should have one. I can't even use it when I pay for it. I know how to answer it, I just don't know how to do it. And these ladies here could help me do that. And I do have a computer and I'm able to mush through it. But if I have a problem, I gotta get the young boy across the street to come over and help me. But that's the value of having friends.
I learned more here.
Than anything?
Yeah, because and I go to all the classes and learn whatever they're teaching that day. Or I learn a lot here. It's the best thing I ever did is join the senior center.
How'd you hear about them?
It's really funny. We live on a dead-end street, and we live here, and I had a neighbor that lived over here, and the neighbor, I didn't like her, and it's not like me not to like people, but I didn't like her, and she come over one day, and she says, well, you should go to the senior center. I said, I don't even know what the senior center is, and I have no desire to go because I didn't want to go with her. Well, she fell in her bathroom in the shower and she died. And that was really, I felt bad about it, but at least I thought, well, let me go see what that senior center is all about. And that's how I came here. I came and joined right away.
For someone watching this right now, what is the best piece of advice that you can give them about life in general?
Life in general is keep on coming to senior citizens, senior centers, because it's very worthwhile. There's so many things that's offered at the senior center. If you get the letter, It will tell you all the good things that are going on. Educational, fun, all the things that are going on. So if you keep going, that will be beneficial to you.
Go to church. You meet the best people, the nice people, people that love you and you need.
I want to be a friend. I want to be a friend to everybody, you know. I felt bad after that lady died, even though I didn't like her.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to feel like that toward anybody else.
So it kind of changed your perspective.
Right,
On
right.
maybe I don't like this person fully, but at least give everyone
Right,
a chance
a
to be a
chance.
friend.
Right, right.
Don't take nothing for granted. And follow your heart. If you love something, work at it.